Solstice. Solstice. Hey, romance for fuel? It's getting late.
So? You don't need to sleep. Why are you rushing me off the phone?
Because we've been on the phone for nearly 2 hours, most of which has been you talking about clients to me.
I like talking about my clients, Buzzkill. Besides, you're the one who kept asking follow-ups.
I am aware of this, but... Hold on, Solstice. Yes, Sunshine? Yeah, just give me a moment. Solstice.
Let me say hi to Sunshine real quick.
They're trying to finish an assignment.
So? Come on. It'll be super quick. Let me talk to him.
Oh, wow, would you look at that? It appears as though my fingers have a mind of their own.
You fucking asshole. Do not hang up on me.
Good night, Solstice. She's gonna text you anyways, isn't she? Thought so. Like I told you before, she gets more usage out of my phone than I ever will. Alright, this is attempt number 4. Alright. 4th tries a charm. Hopefully. Let me see. You're still miscalculating right here, but the rest of it seems correct, at least by the standards of knowledge I possess. Look, I don't think you have anyone else at the ready who can double check your work, so it's either me or nothing. And do not pretend to consider the option of not checking your work to spite me. I swear you're as bad as Solstice sometimes. How's what going? The coterie's been fine, I suppose. It's been a difficult adjustment, but that was to be expected. What's that look for? I'm not sad. What would I be sad about? Sunshine. Yes, I appreciate when you're honest. I suppose it is only fair that I give you that same respect. There is a part of me that wants what I see from the other members, the way Solstice interacts with them, the way they interact with each other. It's easy, simple, effortless. They know how to fit together, do their job. And then there's me. I know that primarily I'm there to shadow the others, see how they conduct their work in an attempt to take steps towards returning to something similar. In theory, I should feel close, as if I'm truly becoming a part of something. But I don't. I feel like a stain on an otherwise perfect piece of art that someone is needlessly trying to blend into the composition. No, none of the other members are actively doing anything wrong. If anything, it's all me. Inside, even though my mind is telling me that this is a new group of Cupids, my body constantly remains in a fight state. The only time that goes away lately is when I'm back in my own space, away from all reminders of what I am. Sunshine, what exactly would a light derivative be able to do to a Cupid? Put on an oh so intimidating hand puppet show? Well, I appreciate the offer. I think I'm fairly capable of fighting my own battles, but I'm sure they would be trembling if they knew you were ready to come to my defense. What time is it? You seem like you're starting a gentle descent towards slumber. Of course, you would say it's just that late. How much more work do you have left? And all of this is for an interdisciplinary track? I do not envy you in the slightest. And what's wrong? If you have to be up early, Might I suggest perhaps going to bed? What exactly are you hoping to accomplish by staying awake instead? Even if you get more work done, the quality will suffer. You've done plenty for the night, Sunshine. If you stop here, I'm fairly certain you'll manage. Sunshine, if you think pouting with glossy eyes is going to make me suddenly suggest you pull an all-nighter, you're sorely mistaken. What is it going to take to get you to rest? Am I going to have to stay here and watch you or something? Seriously, it's going to take me staying here and monitoring. You are a piece of work. Of course I'm going to stay. You're too stubborn to settle for anything else. Help me move your work out of the way. Because I'm not going to lay in your bed with you, Sunshine. Knowing you, I'd inadvertently end up trapped or risk waking you up when I try to leave, even if I were to teleport to my own apartment rather than walking out the front. You can lay on the couch. I'll sit on the floor in front of it. I suggested it, Sunshine. I'm sure. Now, clean. What are you trying to do for Halloween? And why exactly would it involve me? Friend or not, I'm sorely lacking some of the seasonal vigor you may be searching for, Sunshine. I'm saying I think I'd be a bore. If anything, solstice would be a better option. You really want to spend Halloween with me? That badly? Fine. I'm sure I can arrange for my schedule to be open with solstice. Are you comfortable now? Okay, try to sleep. Yes, Sunshine. What do you mean you can't sleep? How would I be able to help in this case? About what? Okay. Have I ever told you about my literature collection? Well then, I suppose I could enlighten you. I've always been fascinated by stagnant romance from a literary perspective, whether it's the older classics, so to speak, or more contemporary works. It's interesting to see the perception. I don't even think all of them are particularly good depictions, and yet I'd often find myself going out of my way to obtain copies from your realm. Bookshelf. I simply borrow the books until I finish reading. They're always returned without incident before you begin panicking, Sunshine. I'm not entirely sure why I was drawn to them. I mean, it would make more sense if I were a Thermid, but I'd argue that they've given me a more nuanced understanding of affection and how toxic it can become when stereotypes and societal pressures interfere. Though, on a less sophisticated note, I do also enjoy the histrionics present in some of the stories. It's part of why I chose the name I did. Yes, chose. Most Cupids keep their true name, the one assigned when we emerge, but there is a large percentage of us that adopt another, one more befitting by our own standards. Romeo is mine. Yes, because of Romeo and Juliet. Not because I find the story moving or particularly insightful. If anything, it's mostly ironic. but it stuck out to me when I first read the play, and I've been using it for quite some time now. I'm far too attached to change it now. Yes, Solstice has a true name as well, though their thought process behind choosing their name was far more deliberate. You should ask her about it sometime. Hmm? What is it? Oh, what prompted the idea to switch? Are you not enjoying the interdisciplinary track? But you would be happier if you weren't forced to continue down that path. Let's just say this is a dilemma I've encountered in others a few times. What do you think you'll switch to? Would you be happy as a healer, Sunshine? There's no rush to decide. You could speak with your advisor about switching for now and then consider your options. Talk to current students, shadow the classes, whatever feels best. And you could always start with healing to see how you like it. I know that look. Don't stress, Sunshine. You're going to do amazing no matter what track you switch to. You're at high for a reason. It wasn't by mistake. I am confident when I say that. I suppose, as my friend, you'll have to trust me, won't you? Your eyelids are beginning to sink, Sunshine. There's no need to fight it. How can you have more questions when you're half asleep? Of course you do. What is it now? I'm surprised you'd want to know something as trivial as that. I'm not overly familiar with many animals, but I suppose I'm fond of bats. They're interesting creatures from what I've learned about them over time. I don't think I have a favorite color. I'm not sure what purpose it would serve to have one. Nighttime, it's quieter, which is always preferred. Sunshine, sunshine, literal light of my life. If you do not go to sleep right now, I'm going to go lay in the hallway. One more. Then you have to actively try to sleep. A dream? Prior to bonding with the new coterie, I tended to stay focused on feeding and facilitating whatever my coterie needed of me. But since severing said bond, I've had a lot of time to reflect, so to speak. I think if I were to have only one wish granted to me, it would be to check on a pair of charges I had. The last time I saw them, I knew that there was potential turbulence that would afflict them, and that in some regard, it was my doing. I haven't had the opportunity to see how they're doing ever since. I'm not sure where I would even begin to find out. But someday I hope to find out if they're doing well, if that turbulence balances itself out in the end. Are you sure you don't have any more questions? Sunshine? Adoring divinity above, protect them from any and all turmoil. Rest easy, Sunshine.